I'm going to give you 9 similarities where Kaepernick is Puig, Puig is Kaepernick. So they break into the sport, and they're athletically dynamic, number one. They don't even look like other players. Puig didn't look like other players. Kaepernick, 6'6", 4'4", 40, rocket arm, didn't look like other quarterbacks. Then they make youthful mistakes, but we are told in both instances they're smart. Kaepernick made mistakes, but I was told he was a 4-point high school student. And Puig's background, smart parents from Cuba, his mistakes were just part of youth. Then we find out very early, both have flashy Instagram sites. They like social media, sometimes to a fault. Number 4, they're all-stars. Puig became an all-star. Kaepernick got to a Super Bowl. Okay, they make young mistakes. They are great. But then both develop locker room issues. Puig, little cocky. Kaepernick, we're told sort of aloof. Both Puig and Kaepernick appear reluctant to change. It's just who I am, says Puig. Kaepernick, what's the problem? Both Puig and Kaepernick see their franchises make moves with managers. Mattingly out, Dave Roberts in. Harbaugh out, the gym teacher, Jim Tom Sula in. Both Puig and Kaepernick are on the fringe of being cut. And then finally, both have been replaced by unremarkable players. Dodgers acquired Josh Reddick, solid, scrappy guy, not transformative, and it looks like Blaine Gabbert will be the starting quarterback. So my takeaway is, I still think Puig and Kaepernick could have been all-timers, but they were not willing to evolve and didn't listen to their coaches. I've seen it in my business. I've been doing this radio TV 30 years. There's stuff happening now with really talented people. Won't listen, not coachable, going to do it my way, a certain rigidity, wildly talented people. And then Puig and Kaepernick, they did have success initially. I mean, Puig was player of the month, all-star. I'm not quite sure I've seen an arm like that forever. Kaepernick, unbelievable, got to a Super Bowl, outdueled Aaron Rodgers. But in both instances, their careers are very similar. They wore people out. You got to listen. You got to be coachable. You got to play well with others. I mean, if you look at Cam Newton's growth isn't about his arm. It's no stronger today than it was as a rookie. He's no bigger today. He's no faster today. In fact, he's probably a little slower than he was 4 years ago after the hits. The growth for Cam Newton has been above the shoulders. He's become coachable. He's listened. He's cut down on the dumb mistakes. He's less petulant. He's more mature. It's the same with Big Ben. Big Ben broke into the league. All-world talent. Kind of a dope. Last few years, cut down on the dope stuff. Not literal dope, but the dopey stuff. And so it's a cautionary tale, no matter how great you are. Do you know how many people I've seen in radio over 30 years who had a better voice than me, were smarter than me, more talented than me, went to a better school than me, just lack discipline, not coachable. So in Puig and Kaepernick, I mean, those guys jumped off the television set. Do you remember that first game, Dodger Stadium? You saw Puig catch against the Padres, up against the wall, throw to third. You remember Kaepernick on that long run against the Packers defense? They couldn't stop him down the sideline. But in the end, no matter where you went to school, how tall, how strong, how fast, you got to be coachable. You got to be coachable. You got to get along with people.